everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're going to try to continue our kind of surprising run of form over the past few videos. Starting with Blue Baby is probably not the ideal choice to make that happen, but at least we are starting on a non-XL floor, so I don't necessarily need keys to get this party rolling. Maybe we get a great item in the first item room, and we'll see what happens. So, our first item room is Homing Bombs, which actually is kind of a really good item because there is a Tinted Rock straight away that effectively is an HP upgrade for us. I mean, HP upgrades are not as effective when you're playing as Blue Baby. That poop just disappeared. I dropped an invisible log on the ground, and that is how we are going to start this run. That and, of course, going up against our first boss here, who again could potentially give us an item that would start us off on the right foot here. I'm going to drop a bomb down. Turned out to be in a very good location. That's going to very much speed up the fight against Pin here pretty drastically. If I apologize for not setting the narrative too much for the Binding of Isaac episode so far, but hopefully you've been watching the series recently. We've had some really, really incredible runs. I'm hoping that we'll continue our run of form here despite getting Homing Bombs and a range upgrade as our mere upgrades from the first floor. It's been very good. There's been runs where we shouldn't have won, where we won, and there's been runs where we should have won, where we also won, and, you know, runs where we've kind of failed by the skin of our teeth as well. I would love to get a key to open up that golden chest. Something about, you know, the excitement of a golden chest on the first floor. It always seems like they could pay out with anything, although golden chests, admittedly, ooh, I should probably save this for the item room on the next floor. Now I gotta put my money where my mouth is and get a little bit skittish. Oh, this gluttony could pay out for us. The problem is, you know, golden chests as Blue Baby tend to be a slightly worse value proposition, because if they pay out with HP upgrades, you might as well have just saved your key and used a bomb to open up a Tinted Rock or something, but you don't know, that's a perfect world situation. You don't always find yourself in an opportunity where, you know, that's possible. We'll take out Gluttony here, which should be very easy for us. Beautiful. We get another key. Okay, now with 2 keys, and having not found the secret room, I will pop this open. That gave us enough money. Oh, if we can find the secret room, we can definitely make the shop on the first floor work for us, and it cannot possibly contain greed. That is the secret room, and it's a shovel. Okay. We got an interesting situation here. Is the shovel worth... This has shown up so often lately. Is the shovel worth the poop? Is it better to have the poop or the shovel? Well, I guess I've made my bed, sort of, so I gotta lie in it here. I still kind of want to go to the shop, but I'm not going to. Unless this poop, this one final bastion of possible success. No, okay. So that's fine. Decent first floor, and enough resources to hopefully go to the shop on the next floor, but, you know, kind of a wasted potential as well. The shovel's been showing up so often as an item lately. I don't know if, maybe some of those were in not recorded runs, and I record every run, but sometimes Camtasia, you know, I'm like, oh, that was a good Isaac run, oh, beat Blue Baby with no items, and then Camtasia's like, sorry, resource allocation failed, and then you look it up on the internet, and it's just like, yeah, we know that this happens, but there's nothing we can do about it. Cool, alright. That is fantastic. So there's especially recently, there's been probably like 15% of Isaac runs have ended up on the cutting room floor, which is pretty frustrating for me. Some of them have been bad, some of them have been good, of course. There's always a mix. Pinky's Eye is a good pickup here. I can never get myself to say Pinky Eye. It just doesn't feel right as a native English speaker. But we'll pick this up to give us a little bit of extra poison damage, at least temporarily. And we'll check out our Mob Trap room as well. We are definitely going to pick up that key. Mob Trap rooms tend to be pretty easy on the first floor. They do spawn both flies at once, which is so gosh darn annoying. And almost always, like, if I'm going to lose health on the second floor, one of the main ways that I do it is by this double fly situation, creating a very difficult matrix of projectiles to dodge. Anyway, we're done with it now, so it's not that big of a deal. And we're still over where Blue Baby would normally be with health at this point. What do we need as Blue Baby? His concerns and, you know, possible benefits are very different from those of a standard run. Obviously, we are going to be on the lookout for anything that allows us to get more Spirit Hearts. The Relic, the Miter, etc., etc. Any just random Spirit Hearts are beautiful as well. Yes, Relic, Miter, Nail is a huge pickup for us, and then anything that augments those items. Book of Revelations included as well. We're getting very lucky with our Tinted Rock so far. Blue Baby is a little bit more, in my opinion at least, so feel free to disagree with me, but a little bit more of a luck-dependent character than a lot of the characters in the game. I think you need a little bit more specificity on good items to have a good Blue Baby run. We have the Compass. That is a specifically great item that I enjoy a great deal, and I will also buy the Spirit Heart, which is, again, effectively a health upgrade for us. Pop this bad boy down, and then we'll move on. We're not going to gamble, because why would we? But we will shoot all the fire at least, but we will also go to this boss room straight away. No keys, unfortunate. Might want to look for the secret room, but there's a lot of possible locations for it right now, which always worries me ever so slightly. In any case, let's continue moving onwards here. So far, so good. Tons of health as Blue Baby, which is the main concern. It's something you always want. Now, all we need is a good spacebar item, or the ability to do is a staggering amount of damage, a la a Mom's Knife. Or maybe even picking up the Pact is always nice, because you only lose a single Spirit Heart to make it so. I really like having Pinky Eye, so if we have the opportunity to pick up Mom's Purse, I would be way into that as well. There are trinkets I would take over Pinky's Eye if we had Mom's Purse. So like Cancer, for example, is probably a much better trinket for us to take, but I like it. I like what we have so far anyway. We will use one of our bombs to blow up this Tinted Rock, not look for the secret room, and essentially we will be out. Thank God we got that range upgrade on the first floor to facilitate that. And our cube of meat, so we don't get to deal with the devil. We do get a golden chest, which I'm tempted to open just because we're here. Gave us the red patch. That's a total waste, and it might handcuff us from going to the item room or the shop on the next floor, so I feel like a big dummy right now. That being said, again, so far so good. It's hard to complain when you're on the 3rd floor and you have 7 hearts as Blue Baby. That orbital saved me some damage, which I promptly then paid back to the enemies. Just being nice, you know, courteous. It's the Canadian in me. Makes it sound like I'm not 100% Canadian, but I 100% am. Let's take out these turrets, which should be easy enough, and then continue moving onward. So far, a very low-key run. We need to change from low-key to low-co if we're going to have any reasonable chance of success here. Pop up. We certainly don't have the things that we need to have yet, but we do have the things that we need to have to get us the things that we need to have, if you get what I'm saying there. That was very lucky that I didn't take that damage. And you know, Peep is not an ideal boss for us to be fighting. There are some easier ones. That being said, if we're going to fight a boss at this point, there could be worse ones as well, for sure. I definitely do not want to fight the Fallen in our current situation. I would much rather fight this enemy that has very predictable attacks. Will be easy to hit. A little bit tricky to dodge is the only thing. And we can't get close to it to have our orbital do some offensive damage. So, we'll just continue up with the pattern that we've been doing so far. It's always frustrating when Peep decides that, you know, he's a jumper, born under punches, and just wants to jump around forever. But every time that we poison him, that's going to be like another 5% of his health done. Certainly a grind so far, but it's a grind that I'm happy to participate in, as long as I can get the reward of actually getting some kind of decent item afterwards, hopefully. And it's looking like we might actually perfect this boss, which would be pretty, not remarkable necessarily, but good. It's where I want to be, obviously. He tried to get me at the last minute there. There's our Tears upgrade, which is also going to give us... It's actually a shot speed upgrade, thank you for reminding me, chat in my head. And our poop gives us nothing, but we do get the Pact. So this is kind of an ideal Blue Baby deal with the devil item. I'm loving the Pact more and more lately in general. But picking up the Pact in this situation is quite nice. Basically costs us 1 Spirit Heart, which is typically around 5-cent value, in order to get increased rate of fire. I believe it gives you increased damage as well. Just a good item, basically. Trading 1 Spirit Heart for some offensive capability is always nice. Now, it's not the best deal with the devil item, no question about that, even as Blue Baby, and the benefits that getting the Pact as Blue Baby entails, namely the substantially lower cost. I would still prefer a Mom's Knife or something like that, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. We have not gotten a Mom's Knife in a deal with the devil in a long time. We did get one a couple of runs ago in an item room, which is rarer. That's like 10% of the time I get Mom's Knife, it happens in that situation. I cannot stress enough how important it is to get that golden key. This pill is an interesting proposition, which we will wait to see how it works out for us. Until now, that's a luck up. I don't know how that works for us. Again, the luck is one of those things I should probably do a little bit more research on to figure out whether it's good or bad. That was the worst damage. That was bad. I'll tell you that. I know concrete, ceramic detail. I don't know why I said ceramic. It's like if I'm saying concrete, I might as well say other breakable materials. I don't know. Concrete's actually pretty strong. Ceramic, maybe not. And we didn't really pick up anything of absurd value here. The luck up's nice, I guess. Hopefully we don't luck it up, and we actually make good use of it. Come on, pop up. There we go. And one more. Should be easy enough. Beautiful. Okay. So we'll pop this poop down. It still has not paid out with anything exceptionally useful, or maybe even useful at all. The Rosary, here's what we're going to do with the Rosary. We're going to wait, at the very least, until we go to our shop, and then I might pick it up. Normally, I would probably pick it up If it was in the late game, I would pick it up. If it's in the early game, sometimes I forgo it. The problem with Rosary, the caveat, it gives you extra health, but it also causes the Bible to show up so frequently in shops, and the Bible's not one of those items that I necessarily want to take away spots. Another golden key? Are you serious? The Bible's not something I want to take away, or I want to get in shops instead of something like a map, which would be amazing in this situation. Do I already why can I see that room? I guess because I was next to it. Okay. Our shop contains coin purse, which could be interesting. Oh, I can't buy it because I don't have enough money. Well, we'll shoot the poop in the fire and see if maybe we can actually get it here. We could buy another key, which might be important. Our mini-boss is going to be Ultra Pride, which is probably, in all honesty, the worst mini-boss we can fight. And he's not going to give me that good of a trinket. I don't really like the left hand. Pinky Eye is fine with me in this situation. So instead, we're just going to leave. Hope you enjoyed that. With the golden key, the golden chest is a no-brainer. Gives us 2 of spades, which doubles our keys. So effectively, I could go into the... I'm just checking the secret room right now. Effectively, I could go into that shop... God damn it. And buy 1 key for 5 cents. Is it? Yeah, it's 5 cents. And then get 4 keys. So that would be nice. I like the possibility of that working out for us. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm not even going to double the keys straight away because we don't necessarily need it yet. But suffice it to say, basically you're getting 2 keys for the price of 1 there. It's 2.5 cents a key. A-okay by me. Almost a great rhyme as well. So, Caves Part 1 is done, and we are still not in a great position, but picking up the Pact is nice. We lack any way to replenish our Spirit Hearts effectively, which is the #1 concern of myself right now. Hopefully we'll be able to figure that out shortly. We don't have enough money to probably make these shops worthwhile, but we might be able to in the future. Who knows? We are doing more damage. I worry about how that damage is going to suffer when Pinky Eye stops being an option for us. But that's still a couple of floors away, so maybe we'll find a contingency plan for that. Or maybe it'll just fall by the wayside if we end up picking up a truly game-breaking item. You know the ones that I would mention here. We continue to shoot the poop in the false hope that it will eventually pay out with something worthwhile. So far, so bad on that, though. Please explode. Thank you very much. Human popcorn, tough to deal with. Took a little bit of damage there. Blue candle would be an obvious pickup for us as well. I would love to get that. We are blue baby. It just seems like blue candle would be a nice thematic match, doesn't it? Now we have 4 keys, and I am going to use 1 of them here, so I think it's worth popping open our 2 of spades card here. That could be a library or a shop, so I might open it up regardless. Brother Bobby, I'm very pleased to have. It's going to give us, again, a little bit of extra damage, which is important, and we'll see what's in here. It is a library, actually, and now we can finally get rid of the poop and pick up Book of Belial instead, which is a nice pickup. I like Book of Belial. It's going to be great as Blue Baby. It is going to mitigate the kind of negativity of us losing... We've already been down, right? Yeah, it's going to mitigate the negativity of us losing Pinky Eye. In fact, it's going to basically cancel it out entirely. Now I've just got to remember to use it a little bit more effectively. So we do have some kind of consistent or conventional good items. The Pact, the Compass, Book of Belial, these are all items that can make a bad run better. Now, if we find the shop, we may have enough money to actually do something there, which is nice. This is definitely worth a Book of Belial, in my opinion. I think we have enough rooms to get it recharged before we fight the boss again anyway. We still need, like, a 1 Blue Baby specific item to base... Oh, that was so bad. I really should not have sacrificed the Spirit Heart there just to be a little bit more aggressive in my dodging. But we need like 1 Blue Baby-esque item to help us. We need a relic, or we need a miter, or we need a nail. I don't really want Book of Revelations at this point because I'd have to get rid of Book of Belial, which is going to be a solid item for us over the rest of this run. If we were any other character, I would consider us to be in an above-average position right now. Because we're Blue Baby, I mean, we're above average for Blue Baby, but we're still in kind of a rough spot when it comes to like our long-term prospects on this run. That doesn't mean we can't win. It just means we need 1 specific item, or fairly specific item, to turn us around. Our shop contains a Spirit Heart, which is a no-brainer purchase, and everything else, which I'm just going to leave. And this could be Balls of Steel. It was range down, which is not the worst possible payout, that's for sure. But certainly not my favorite either. Lucky dodging there. Poison damage will make this happen, and we're good to go. Boss room should be right around the corner here, so I definitely do not want to use our Book of Belial just yet. You never know what kind of boss we're going to fight here, and we may actually earn an important deal with the devil. So I would love to get a Squeezy. Squeezy would be fantastic. I love the Tears upgrade. I love the Spirit Hearts, especially as Blue Baby. Speed down is an issue. Hopefully now we get some kind of speed upgrade. Fighting Fistula, though, sounds like a breed of fish that you would put in an aquarium in your house, but instead it's actually just going to be what we're going to do right now. And I'm gonna go. Oh my god, this is getting a little scary here. But there is kind of like a nice, safe corridor. I don't feel that threatened while we're in here. Because we basically, you know, we're dealing with one enemy at a time. We've created our own little sub-arena inside of this boss fight. Which is good. He's dead, and dead again. No deal with the devil, and Pageant Boy is our item. Suffice it to say, that is a little worse than I would have wanted here. That being said, 15 minutes, we're in the depths part 1, so we must be doing something right as Blue Baby. Oftentimes, these runs end up being a little bit slower, so we're just going to dodge that turret shot. We still have a range downgrade. I mean, we did have a range upgrade earlier, so it's not the end of the world. But, I do want a speed upgrade now. So, you know, every time we get a negative pill that actually affects us in a bad way, it just adds one more item to the pile of what I need to feel comfortable with our chances here. Flying item would compensate for the lack of, oh my god, lemon mishap. Well, I'll pick it up just so it doesn't show up again, but good lord. Could we be getting worse item rooms? I guess, you know, maybe I shouldn't even ask. Lemon mishap, one of my least favorite items in the game for sure. I believe I gave it number 1 on my list of least favorite items in the game. Ahead of Kamikaze, so ahead of an item that directly hurts you. Now, in the shop here, Blue Candle would be something that would make me forget about Book of Belial. Anything that makes Book of Belial charge more, or if we get Blue Candle, I would, sorry, I think I just went over that. Or what I was going to say is, or if we went for the map, I would be very pleased with that as well. What I do not want is to fight greed. I really want these next 2 shops to both be valuable. It's probably not going to work out for me. We're going to fight greed at some point. It's just basically inevitable. That being said, we will have Book of Belial ready for our greed fight, which is nice. Poison damage might be enough to kill that one eyeless ooze guy. It wasn't, which is really unfortunate. I guess there's different degrees of poison damage. Or maybe I just had him like right on the cusp of fatality. Anyway, mortality, I guess. More bombs for me, and in our shop, of course we had to fight greed. We will get our Book of Belial prepared. I wonder if Book of Belial causes more poison damage to be done. Oh, the worst dodging. I doubt it. And you know, we're kind of coming up against it here on these later floors. We haven't gotten many Spirit Hearts recently. That's a problem for us, because if we don't get Spirit Hearts, we can't survive, essentially. We really need one of those. We need either a ton of Tinted Rocks or a Spirit Heart generating item soon, or we're going to die. Especially since I really want to take a deal with the devil and pick up a more high damage item, or a more defensively minded item like a Spirit of the Night. Or the Nail, obviously. That would kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I guess. But for now, this is the position that we're in, so we're going to have to make do. I'm going to have to adjust my decisions as a result of that, obviously. Poop can occasionally drop Spirit Hearts. It's an extraordinarily rare scenario, though. So we're just keeping these guys at bay. As long as they're not connected to the necks, my life becomes a lot easier, because they can't just ambush me. Can't believe poison damage didn't kill him there. And then 1 extra hit was enough to get the job done. Yeah, sure, we'll pop it open. Two bombs for a key is not a good trade in this situation. And now I'm feeling a little foolish, because this is not necessarily the best use of my resources. Can't really justify using Book of Belial, knowing that the boss is right around the corner. It's okay, though. Hoppers, not the end of the world. I mean, Keanu Reeves dealt with a hopper in speed and finished it off within 2 hours, so that's a worst-case scenario, I guess, for us. Poison damage will allow us to hit the zombies on the front of their mask and still do damage. Again, it's kind of a rarity that we actually get a poison shot, but when we do, it's effective. Alright, that zombie is dead. We got 1 more remaining. Should be done any second now. Ended up working out very nicely. We actually are getting a staggering number of nickel drops. But if I could ever actually convert those into something a little bit better. You know, that's not fair to say. We've been doing very well, bad damage, but we've been doing very well in our shop so far, so I can't really complain about how those have been working out for us. Loki. Okay, single Loki. Fairly okay boss to be fighting, in my opinion at least. We're already like 20% of the way done. Just want to make sure that we're taking out these bomb flies when they spawn, not taking the world's dumbest damage like that. And this gray spike. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, now that's substantially worse, and I feel like the world's dumbest man. We're down to 2 Spirit Hearts here. I've been playing badly recently, but apart from that, not really having the opportunity to really pick up that many advantages on this floor. There's our speed upgrade, but it's not enough. We are very much up against it at this point. And we are going to get some kind of, oh, Curse of the Lost, okay. That resolved itself quickly. Curse of the Lost basically just means a big floor. I guess we should consider ourselves lucky. Gives us more potential to possibly find Tinted Rocks. But, you know, we also have to balance that with the fact that I want to get to the boss room as soon as possible, because we don't have the health necessary to lose any, or be able to afford to lose any on the lead up to the boss. So, for now, a little scary, and, you know, it's a mixture. Infestation is not what I need, but it's what I got. So remember that. And if we just run our way over here, we can't really exploit the blood bank. We know that there can't be a greed in this shop because there's a mini-boss elsewhere on the floor. And this shop, then, all of a sudden takes on kind of a mythical level of importance, because if this doesn't pay out with something beautiful for us, we are, you know, let's put it succinctly, basically fucked. Hopefully it ends up being the saving grace that I need it to be. And hopefully I don't die before I get to it. This is a tricky-ish room, occasionally. Depends on how you handle it. I was being a little bit over-aggressive there, but it worked out. More money, fantastic. Lord knows 40 cents is probably not enough. Okay, Nun's Habit, that's good. Do we know what the pill is? That's an important question. It's luck up, we'll take it, because why not? We don't really need the bomb. We don't really need the money, but this is like the off chance we come across a judgment or something. Now, we could go make our way to the boss, but I'm tempted by the possibility of this mini-boss here. So, whether it's in my best interest or not, I'm going to come up here, and we'll try to see what we can get for it. Now, the Nun's Habit, Book of Belial combo is nice. Obviously, it's not quite exactly what we need. We need a little bit more defensive kind of options than offensive options in our current build, or current availability, or strategy that we need, considering we only have 2 fucking Spirit Hearts. Let's not beat around the bush, try to put it as eloquently as possible. Just treat it like it is. Yeah, we need something that gives us better survival chances, and, you know, Book of Belial, Nun's Habit is not necessarily that. Super Envy, not so bad. We could actually pick up an attack fly here, potentially. Really comes down to what we get at this point from this boss fight. And if the boss fight ends up being really good, I mean, obviously it's Mom's Heart, but if it ends up being a really good item, even at this point, the pentagram is not something that I would necessarily be thrilled about. I would rather have Squeezy than the pentagram, which is something you're probably only going to ever hear me say exceptionally rarely over the course of these videos. Okay, now I'm in a very bad situation where I only have 1 Spirit Heart. We might actually die against Mom. I would consider that pretty shitty. But we'll see if we get lucky. Maybe there'll be some Tinted Rocks on the way, and maybe we'll pull it back from the brink of despair. I would love an attack fly here, or Spirit Hearts. Neither. Okay, the dime's okay. It's top of the line. Or so I hear, anyway. We will check out our arcade, because if there's a fortune teller, which there is, we have enough luck that we gotta... Oh, there's a Tinted Rock, too. Brief savior, potentially. Oh my god, 2 bombs. 2 bombs for the price of 1. Great deal. We're going to blow up the blood bank, because it can't possibly be good for us, or in all likelihood it won't be good for us. And we're just going to play the shit out of the fortune teller here in the hopes that we get a Spirit Heart, or a tarot card, or whatever, man. Crystal ball, I don't even know. Sure, the trinket is, like, worthless for us, but Pinky Eyes may be better for the Mom fight. The Sun card basically shows us the entirety of the floor. Doesn't do anything from a health perspective, which is what we need right now. This is a Hail Mary effort. I'm actually possibly going to die to the fucking flies that the 3-headed man spawns. So I'm not even going to play him anymore. I'm exclusively going to play the Fortune Teller in the hopes that this will work out for us. I'm going to use the Sun card. I thought maybe that would give us half of a Spirit Heart. I guess at this point I probably should have saved that. It did show us the secret room. Maybe that'll give us the Ankh. Again, we're kind of... Any out that we can get, we need... And we are down to 8. 7. This is a moment of truth for us. If we don't beat Mom, I'm going to be disappointed with this run. Safety cap, sure. It's not what I need, but it's what I got. We got 4 cents now. Just 1 Spirit Heart, or its equivalent, please. What do we have here? The Tower. It's worthless. It's a worthless card for us. It's a cancer. Sure, that's fine. It's a great trinket. I'm still going to stick with Pinky Eye for now. You know, actually, maybe I'll go with cancer. We're out of money. Oh, there's two more cents available on the floor. That's something. And we can always blow up the 3-headed man here, see if he pays. We can always blow up the 3-headed man, I said, and see if he pays out. With another cent. And a key, which will come in handy when we get down to the chest, which is basically an inevitability at this point, obviously being a little bit facetious there. That is a missing page, and this is our final crack at it here. Alright, well, we tried. And we'll blow up our fortune teller, get a little bit more money. And, you know, there could be a fortune teller on the secret room. Probably should have gotten more money before 100% blowing up the fortune teller, but it was pretty garbage for us that whole time, so it kind of just made me feel good to do it. And I take all of my advice from Sloan, so... Yeah, okay, there is a fortune teller in here. Can't make this stuff up, I guess. Judas tongue. Could be interesting, and not like I can afford to deal with the devil no matter what. And our final penny here pays out with jack shit, so we'll blow it up, and we get another bomb and a key. Beautiful. I would say we're in a pretty rough situation here. Oh, that might kill me. Got pretty close. You could probably forgive me for being a little bit cynical about our chances. I can't believe that didn't end us. I can't even focus on dodging these guys. There's only 3 shots on the screen, and still it's like insurmountable. It's a mental thing. Please tell me. Oh, okay, we lived. Sadly, no spirit hearts there. And that's the other thing, is like there's no out for us. I should probably pop Book of Belial, but on the off chance we manage to make it to the boss room, I definitely want to have it for the mom fight. Please tell me, thank you, that one of you is going to die soon. Okay, spirit heart. Nope. Alright, so we continue onwards here. If I beat mom, it will be a fucking miracle at this point. Then again, miracles have happened before in the past. We've received miracles anyway. I really hope that this champion bomb flat pays out with a spirit heart. Stranger things have happened. Oh, that zombie almost got me. Careful. I'm again, apologies for the disjointed commentary, but I am focusing rather intently on what's happening right now. That tarot card could be my saving grace. The lovers. That's just a cruel joke at this point. We continue to possibly have a chance. 1 bomb. 3 zombies. That's a good trade. Even though we only have 1 bomb remaining at this point. Because we used it all to blow up gambling items. Or gambling ventures. In the hopes of getting a single spirit heart to guarantee my survival a little bit more. Okay, come at me, Zombro. Okay, spirit. Okay, well, this is a moment of truth. There's no spirit heart there, so we are going balls to the wall. Oh, there is a tinted rock. Just be cool. There is a golden chest, which can... this is fucking nuts. Let's... Permission to speak freely, sir. That's bullshit. That's like the 3rd tinted rock in a row that has not paid out with spirit hearts, and we're dead. I tried, though. As always, thanks for watching. You send the troll engine and middle finger for me. That was a rough run. I didn't necessarily play fantastically, but we ran into problems as well with the items that we got, obviously. Gave it the old college try, failed miserably. Not even close to escape velocity for that run. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll try to get back on form in the next one. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.